We have somebody exclusive with us. We have Miss Mulatto in the building. How you doing today?
Yeah, what's happening? I'm good.
Okay, so y'all, we had a little funny here. We had some food. You know, Miss Mulatto, she loves wings, so we had to come through and bring her some wings.
Y'all?
We didn't even know. That's the funny
We had to
thing.
look out.
We didn't even know that you like wings, but I'm glad that's your favorite.
Yes.
So, without further ado, we want to say thank you so much for coming on to the Check-In Radio Show.
Thank you for having me.
So, how has your day been? Just to go ahead and start off.
Oh, crazy. I got home from the studio at like 4:30. Then you be on your phone and stuff, so you don't fall asleep till like 5:30. Then had to get up and go to the gym this morning. Then I have an online store, so I had to go to my actual store and fill out the online orders, ship those. And then, where did I just leave? Morrow Middle. I went to Morrow Middle School and spoke to the girls. It was like a girls' night in. I love just stopping by the schools or whatever. So I did that, and then stopped and got something to eat, and now I'm here.
Okay, so you had a busy, productive day.
Yeah.
No other way to have it, because if you're sitting on your behind, and you know, you can't secure the bag that way.
Right.
So how was the elementary school? How was that? How was the school?
It was super dope. I'm so into talking to the kids, especially girls. So when they hit me up and said it was like a girls' night in type of thing, and it's about women empowerment and all that, I was like, oh yeah, I'm there. No problem.
She was like, she down for the cause. She down for the cause.
Well, that sounds good. That's really good. So, you have music that's out and everything. I just saw that you performed somewhere and you lost your bag or something. What happened with that?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I was in, where was that? Phoenix. Yeah. I was in Phoenix, Arizona, and I was coming from Vegas. So it's only a 40-minute flight, so I'm still confused as to how they lost it, but whatever, they lost my bag.
Always going on with the airport and losing bags.
I'm trying to tell you. Well, actually, I always hear about people like having issues, but I never had an issue. Like I've flown like so many times now, and I've had no issues, but that was my first little experience, and it was horrible. So they said that the bag was gonna be there between noon and 4 o'clock. The show wasn't until 10, so I was like, okay, cool. Come like 4:30, I'm like, okay, we're gonna call these people. Then they was like, oh no, 4 o'clock in the morning. I said,
oh wow.
Okay. Oh, okay. So we had to hurry up and run to the mall real quick. Mind you, it's Sunday, so the mall's closing. Like we get there and all the stores is closed. I'm like, oh no, I'm not going in this. Like I just got off the plane. What? No. So my daddy, he knocking on all the store windows. They like, no sir, we can't help you. But True Religion, they recognized who I was, so they helped me out. So
that's what's up. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. I would be so annoyed. Like my favorite word is I'm annoyed.
I'm annoyed.
So, like, I say that all day, every day. So I know you was like 2 times 10,000.
Yes, especially like it was so last minute. Like if I'm spending that kind of money, I want to spend it on what I want, not some like last minute thrown together stuff. Like I was like, okay, well it is what it is. Show must go on.
Well, how was that show?
It was dope. It's kind of old to me now because when y'all seen it, it had already been filmed like months before. So then it was already old when it first came out. So it's like super old to me now, but it's super cool. It helped me definitely. It was a platform, national exposure, of course, for as far as my career goes. It's like I needed that. So I'm very, very grateful for the show, but. It's not what it's hyped up to be.
It's not?
No, not at all. Especially the TV aspect of it. Making music and meeting legends and stuff on the show, that was awesome. Of course, I love stuff like that. But the TV show, I'm not really a fan of reality television. No.
I feel it. Because it's been...
It's too much. People don't understand. Like it's especially because we lived in the house together. Like it's not like Love and Hip Hop. Oh, we meeting up to do these things. Like we living together. So you got 5 other kids in the house. 5 they parents. So 5 different sets of parents. Then you got the production team. You got to work with camera guys. That's just weird and maybe have an attitude. So it's just a bunch of stuff. Like people they don't see the behind the scenes.
Do you think that like because of course you can't fit everything that they record into an episode or into the show, so like do you feel like some of your words or something that you say gets edited out?
Oh yeah, most definitely, all the time. People, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. People be like, oh you was a hater on the show, how you beefing with all the girls on the show, like that's straight up hating, da da da. But they ain't show you the parts when it's a challenge every week, and I'm sitting on the bus helping them write their lyrics, or they asking me, because I was the oldest in the house, so I was like the big sister of the house, and they all came to me for help, and they had no problem giving them help, and they don't show that part, of course, because they want it to look a certain way.
Wanted to look shaky.
Exactly.
Okay.
Wow. So, but that's just stuff, reality. I mean, you sign up for that kind of stuff, so it is what it is.
Okay, so what do you have, like, what are your goals, like, since you embarked on that journey, you're able to say that, you got that in, in your bag, so what is next for Miss Mulatto?
Well, I just opened a physical store in December, and then 2 weeks ago I launched the online store for that. So that's been going like crazy.
And that's
it's been keeping me busy. Yeah, Pit Stop Clothing. MissMulatto.net/pitstop clothing. It's been going crazy. My fans, they definitely buying up everything, making me work harder. So just opening up more businesses. I wake up every day and have a new business idea, because when I first came in this industry, I knew I didn't want to just be a rapper. So I wake up every day with a new idea. So you just gotta follow me and stay tuned on my social media, because it's something new every day.
Every day.
So like, who inspires you? I know you say you wake up every day, you have like a new business that you're trying to do. So who inspires you?
I feel like I have different inspirations for different aspects of my life. I write everything, so I love Maya Angelou as far as just writing goes, and poetry. I love literature. Like language arts was my favorite subject in school, still is. Pac, I grew up, my dad loves West Coast music, so I grew up listening to Pac. Like, I love how he tells his story, so that would be a big influence as far as music goes. And like I said, I want to be a businesswoman, so I admire 50 Cent. I definitely love to meet him. I haven't met him yet, so I'm excited to meet 50 one day.
Girl, you might as well go ahead and see if 50 can put you on power.
So since you don't like reality TV, would you consider like being on the show, like for real?
Like again, the same show I just did again.
Not reality TV, just like being an actress.
Yeah, definitely. I've done like small skits and features and independent films and stuff like that. So I'm definitely open to that.
Okay, cool. So out of the big name artists that you work with, like how was that? What was your experience?
It's super dope. Everything. With the industry, everything is just not what it's cracked up to be. Like a lot of these people that you meet, they're not even cool like in person. They're not even cool, or they rude or standoffish. Like I always like when I meet people, I always be like, okay, I take things in. Like some people, I'm like, okay, I definitely want to be like that when I get at their level of success. And some people, I'd be like, I don't want to be like that.
Okay. Yeah, we know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, But I know how it is. Like, I mean, just people don't understand like what an artist has to go through. So we're still human at the end of the day. So I understand like everybody means you're not in the mood 24/7, and this job is 24/7. So sometimes you're gonna catch somebody at a time where they don't really want to be talked to or whatever it may be. But I understand, but still, I don't know. You sign up for it, so.
Right.
So with the people, I know you said you're not really interested in reality TV, but do you keep in touch with people from the show, or just in general anyone that you met during that time?
Oh yeah, definitely. Of course, me and JD, we always working together. As far as my cast members go, I'm still cool with Nico. That's about it. Nico, that's like my brother, but we was cool before the show. So we actually have a video. It's called A&. Is Here. It was his music video, and I think we was like 12 and 13. I was 13, he was 12, and I was like the video girl in it. So we always look back at that and laugh and stuff. But that just goes to show you like we was cool before the television stuff. So the roots is just deeper than the.
Speaking of that, talking about how you were cool with someone like that, your real day one. Do you have a lot of people sometimes that just be like, oh, I know her, and you like, oh, you don't know me.
Oh my gosh, yes, like. Not even just people that say they know me, like people saying they related to me and stuff. Like this girl came, my nail tech, I post her all the time on my Instagram stuff. Yeah. So everybody they call her, like they come in there like, is Miss Mulatto in here? Da, da, da. So she had some girl come in there and tell her that, mind you, they think she's just my nail tech. They don't know that we like this. Like I go over her house, she come over my house, like Thanksgiving, whoop-de-whoop. So they come in there and tell her that she my cousin on my mama's side. She was like, oh really? You know her mama family, she don't have no family in Georgia, right? She's like, oh no, don't know, but it's like
Oh,
no,
God.
it's
really
not
that
like nothing.
deep?
My mama don't have no family in Georgia,
Wow.
so it's just little. It's funny though. It's flattering to know that somebody
Yeah.
would want to be related to you or be a friend or say
I
that they
just
know
think that's
you.
kind of creepy to me. Like
It is, but I've been doing this since I was 10, so
Mhm.
I'm so used to it. It's like it's all I know at this point.
Mhm. Okay. So
Child.
you know, as far as your music, who and some people they say they don't really know who they want to work with, or they want it to be like flowy, like it just has to work. So who do
That's
you
so
have
funny.
in mind?
That's so funny
because
because I say that. I
You
say
say
that
that?
exact answer when people ask me. I'm open to anything. Like actually my favorite song right now is called Pillow Talk by Zayn. It's like a pop record, poppy kind of record. I want to work with him right now.
Okay.
But I'm definitely not just limited to rap artists. Like people, when they ask me, they expect me to say like, oh Thug, oh Migos, da da da. But I'm not just. I want to be like, I want to be way bigger than just hip hop.
Just progression and outreach, honestly. Okay,
Most
so
I'm
what do you
feeling
do
it.
when you're not working on music? Because I know, of course, you have your new business and everything, but like, what is a day in the life when you're not working on
Oh my
music?
goodness. Woo, that's crazy. Everything that I do basically goes back to music somehow. Like when I'm not working on music, I'm at the gym. But the gym is like I'm building my endurance for my music to be on stage and not run out of breath.
How was your sleeping schedule?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is that? Can we
Girl, what is
Can we get a
sleep?
dictionary here? Like, I don't know what sleep is. I really don't. Especially with traveling and in different time zones and stuff. Like, I
I
have
just
no
know that
idea
shit's
what
so
that is.
frustrating.
It is, but it's a
like you love
blessing.
it,
Like
yeah.
I love it. Like I really when people do this, sometimes they lose that the energy that they had when they first got into the industry.
Mhm.
When
They
you
lose the
love
love for
something,
Yeah.
you cannot forget that.
Yeah.
If you're doing this and you're not happy doing it anymore, then you might as well just quit because
Yeah.
it's gonna be terminal. Like I want this forever, so I have to make sure that I'm enjoying every step of it. And I do make sure I enjoy every step of it.
Okay. So, do you have those times where you're like, no matter how successful you are, you have those times where you're like, I'm not doing what I really, really want to do?
Oh yeah, most definitely. And that even just it starts with my name, Mulatto. That itself, if you're not familiar with the people listening, mulatto was actually a racial slur, like way back in the day, and I took that and made something positive out of it. But it's like derived from me doubting myself. Like I used to be real insecure. I hated the texture of my hair growing up. Like I used to sit in the bathroom and just cry my eyes out trying to brush my hair out, and I hated being light skinned. Everybody just picked on me, like, oh, who you think you is, and da 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 da. But whatever, like, as I got older, I got more comfortable in my skin, and when I do these school tours, like I said, I was in Morrow today, like whatever, like all that doubt, like I don't know what that is. Can we pull a dictionary out with that too? Like, I'm so over all that, like doubt for what? I don't doubt myself. If you doubt me, that's cool. But I believe that if you believe in yourself, other people will eventually come around.
Right. Well, let's just talk about, touring. Like, I know you have a lot of shows that you do. So let's talk about some of the tours that you've been seeing and going on. Like Chris Brown has a tour.
Yeah.
Everybody has a tour. Like
Everybody popping
everybody
out.
has
Tours
a tour.
like babies.
Do you think that's smart that people tour at the same time, or?
I feel like a tour is kind of overrated. Every artist, they like, oh, I need to go on tour. I want to go on tour, but people don't understand the purpose of a tour anymore. Like people are going on tour and they don't have no songs on iTunes. Well, let me. People are going on tour because they don't even know what actual tour is. But you're going on tour and you don't have any music on iTunes or you don't have any merchandise, or like what's the purpose?
Yeah.
Like you making more
Just
people
doing
know
it
who
to
you
say it.
are, but you're not getting anything in return. Like you spending all this money to go on tour, and you're not reaping any benefits. Like I don't understand.
So what is a concert that you would definitely catch, like you cannot miss?
Any of my favorite artists, anybody that I listen to, I love. I don't do mainstream, so like a Trouble concert, I'm there. Lucci, I'm there.
Okay.
Yes.
Benny Game Marco, I'm there. Like anything, I listen to people that I can relate to. I'm not into mainstream, so like independent or just on the come up, basically. I'm listening.
That's like me though. Like I don't really listen to the radio. I listen to
Was
people who I have to go to their SoundCloud.
Yeah.
People who just not getting the Spotify. Thing.
Exactly, and I try to when I'm at school and stuff, I be like, so who you listening to? When you got your headphones in, who you listening to? Let me see your playlist. What you got downloaded on Spinrilla, like stuff like that.
Makes sense. So working with Janelle Monáe, what was that like?
Ooh, my God,
because she is the bomb.
I opened up for her, right, and she is the most sweetest, humble person ever. Like she invited me in her dressing room and everything. Like she had no problem taking a picture with my little sister, me, my dad. She's super sweet, super humble, and she puts on an amazing show.
Okay. What is like the best piece of advice that you've received? Whether it's from all time or just this year. Like, what is some advice that really stuck with you?
It would have to be to work like I'm losing.
Okay.
Since I won the show, like everybody expected me to just put myself on this pedestal and just look down on everybody, but I look at it like it's so many people that wish they would have won the show. Not even just the contestants, the people that wish they would have been on the show and had a chance to win or want my place right now. So you always got to work like you losing, even if you winning or you feel like in your head you winning. It's somebody that's winning in a different category than you, and I want to win in every single category. So I'm working like I'm losing.
That. I'm gonna have to use that.
Yeah.
Do you watch the show now?
The Rap Gang stuff. I try to keep up with it. I haven't seen the past 2 episodes, I think.
Okay. Who's your favorite?
Deetranada.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
But Deetranada is lit though.
I haven't seen it. I just have a favorite.
Who you like?
Flage.
Okay, yeah.
We from the same city, so it's like I have to.
Oh, you okay? Yeah, I get that. Then, yeah. Flage, she from here. And King Roscoe. So I like we grew up like performing in the same circle. So I was so proud of them when I found out they was on the show. I was like, oh, it's like my little sister, little brother. How you do that? Lotto, let them know. I got moves. Ursha, baby. Ursha.